Hello everyone. I keep getting called to make a video about lungs, so here I am. I'm not going to promise to keep it short today, which is unusual. I will just keep going until it's finished. There are some things to say, and as always, just take what resonates for you. A lot of what we all talk about our beliefs, so you can choose what you believe. If something doesn't feel right for you, then you don't need to take it on. I have beliefs around the lungs, and really this is my experience of working with my lungs, working with other people with their lungs, is that the same frequency of energy comes up repeatedly. The same emotions, which are a frequency, come up, and often they're the root of these frequencies of energy come from similar places. So a lot of the time with lung stuff, it can come from the really the first years of life. So it's childhood, but really those first years of life, and even birth issues. So where your birth has been traumatic, and often births are traumatic. They don't always need to be, but they often are. So really I'm talking about the pre-verbal years. So a lot of the stuff in the lungs is really about, gives us an opportunity to really feel what's going on without a story. And these issues can often they just stay with people until we really go into them and feel what's there. So it can be around tiredness and fatigue. So often when I'm doing lung work with people or with myself, there's a lot of yawning, a sense of wanting to sort of drift off. It can feel a bit like the energy can feel really sticky, like wading through treacle. It can feel quite heavy and dense. And obviously this sort of energy is not something that we really want to be carrying around with us. It can put a sort of layer, it feels to me like this thick layer of energy that can dampen down our experience of life. So on the other side of there can be a much lighter energy. So once you start working with your lungs and you really get into that, really allow yourself to feel that deep sticky energy and let it move through, then what's on the other side is aliveness and joy and this sort of magic. It's like a really light, like the colour of the energy. My experience is that it's like really pure white, and it feels like freedom. It's like a weight's been lifted off. So, it's really worth doing. If you're feeling called to do some lung work, then it is really worth doing. And it's also worth mentioning that the lungs of the planet, the trees, so this is massive, isn't it? Like, I'm seeing two sides of this at the moment. There are people that are really standing up and saying, we need those trees, they need protecting, and these are the earth guardians. And I've had a wonderful conversation with an amazing woman this week, and her calling to stand up, and it's really important. We really need those trees to breathe. And I see more and more houses being built, and nothing against houses, but if you've got to cut trees down to build them, then we've got a bit of an issue. And then the whole how it relates to what's going on the inside. When you think about your lungs, if you just put your hand on your chest, if you can just feel your lungs. I mean, this is something that we rarely do, is just to acknowledge our lungs. And use the conscious breath, which is in and out the mouth, and there's a letting go on the out breath. So you're bringing your breath to touch the palm of your hands, and that will bring you into your lungs. And you may already get a sense, maybe you can feel them, maybe you can feel a vibration or an emotion. Sometimes what's held here is deep sadness. It could be related to that first breath as you're born into the world. I think often we're excited about coming to the planet, and the reality is actually, I guess it can be something quite different. So taking a breath and just notice if there's a struggle to breathe, then breathe into the struggle. And where does the breath stop? There's a point where the breath will stop, and just bring your breath there to that point. You don't have to push through it. You're not trying to do anything. Although the lungs can often feel like trying. It's that struggle, the struggle of life, effort. So just breathe as you can. Just allow that breath to come into your lungs. And notice as you're connecting in and closing your eyes, how does it look? How does it look inside your lungs? Conscious breath in and out the mouth, letting go on the out breath. Allow any yawning. Don't hold the yawning back. Don't hold any coughing back. Let it be as much as it needs to be. In society, we like stifling yawns and not coughing. God forbid anybody cough. Just really let all those coughs that you've suppressed, let all those coughs out. It'd be handy if you had some tissues handy. Allow a sound on the out breath or a sigh. How does it look? How does it feel inside your lungs? I'm going to transmit some sounds and just open to receiving them into your lungs. They're like keys. Opening up the energetic doorways, allowing a free flow of energy. Vasandaka, Vasandaka, Vasandaka. Kashata keom kainai. Keom. Big breath. Where does the breath go in your lungs? Go into the back, the bottom, the top. If you're finding it hard to bring the breath into your lungs, just notice if you're breathing into your stomach and then wanting your lungs to fill up after that. So rather than bring the breath into your stomach, allow the breath into the top half of your body. Breathing directly into your lungs. You don't need to breathe into your belly and then your lungs. That's a lot of breath. Just directly into your lungs. Eyes closed, you're having a look. Notice if there's a colour. Hiya. Or a texture. Maybe a sensation. Maybe there's an image, or maybe you can see a doorway. Whatever it is that's presenting for you, breathe into that, gentle breaths. Bring the breath to touch the palms of your hands. Vasandaka, Vasandaka, Vasandaka. Hiya, Kashata Keom Kainai. You're saying yes to your lungs. And there's a commitment here, a commitment to yourself. It can be hard to stay present in the lungs. And set an intention to be there with yourself. There can be a sensation of wanting to drift off or leave the planet. Sometimes what's held here is the death wish. So ask yourself, how committed are you to this lifetime? What percentage of you is here? Big breath into your lungs, letting go on the out breath. Hiya. Allow all the emotions, allow your body to move, let the sounds come. So as you notice whatever's coming up, whatever it is, allow it as fully as possible, and you can trust that if it's coming up, it's moving through. The breath into your lungs. Bring in that life force energy in the breath into your body. So the other thing that really comes up in lungs is fear. So just notice if there's any sense of freezing, a sense of frozen. Wanting to leave your body. maybe a sense of helplessness. And allow as much as you can. So you can see how all this is connected with what's going on in the outside world. So why it's important to stay connected with your lungs, just to bring your awareness to them, acknowledging they're there. We do this with the breath. The breath says yes to you. It says yes to your lungs. And it says yes to the fear and the sadness and the grief and the death wish and the struggle. Not pushing anything away, allowing it to come up, allowing it to move, allow your body to move, allow the sounds. They might be beautiful sounds, they may be guttural sounds, whatever they are, however you are, it's all welcome. Shake, vibrate, whatever you need to do. Your body knows. Hoya, Vasandaka, Vasandaka, Vasandaka. And allowing the breath to take up space in the whole of your body, expanding around your body, conscious breath. In and out the mouth, keep allowing any yawning, any tiredness, its layers peeling off. You can shake it off. Maybe sweep it away. Feeling into your lungs. Being aware of the back of your lungs, bringing your breath there. The top of your lungs. Sometimes it can be that if there's tension in your shoulders here, the breath isn't quite reaching to the top bits of your lungs. That can be connected. Notice any darkness, notice any light. Good. One more breath into the whole of your lungs, into the whole of your chest and heart space. Good. Good work, everyone. And as you clear through these layers, as you clear through this density, you create more space, and you radiate this energy across the planet. Keep opening to your light. Use the breath. there's a sense of this ancient, deep energy, a feeling of oneness, connection, and opening to that. Hiya. Also being aware that there are people all over the planet doing this work. We are part of something much bigger. So I look forward to hearing about your experience if you feel to share it. And if you have any questions, you can message me directly or in the comments below the video. You can watch this video as many times as you like, it will keep working. And I encourage you to drink lots of water, take the occasional conscious breath throughout the days, spend as much time in nature as you can. With much love, blessings to all of you. Thank you for watching and taking part. It's really appreciated. And I hope to see you all soon.